Hey VW lovers, welcome to another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. As you can see, another big day for the 69 EV Bug. It is now officially sitting on its own wheels and tires. First time this car's been on the ground since, well, months anyway, and obviously first time it's been on these wheels and tires. First time it's been on this suspension, etc. Everything on this car is brand new, so lots of firsts coming up. Those of you that follow the channel know that we literally just put the body on the pan a couple days ago. So between that and now the car actually sitting on its own wheels and tires, really huge week for this car. Really happy with how it's coming together. Things are starting to move super fast here. We're about at the point now where we're probably going to go ahead and start doing the EV wiring and conversion pretty soon. The rear battery box will be more or less built in place back here. Front battery box goes up here where the gas tank does. Lots of wiring and so on. We're still not quite done with the 12-volt wiring. Probably go ahead and get a battery for this car pretty soon and start testing stuff out. I do need to get a new emergency flasher switch, which I've ordered already. The one that I got from our friends at Wolfsburg West unfortunately does not have the correct knob for the padded dash, so that knob needs to be sort of extra deep to account for the thickness of the padded dash. But no big deal. Got one on order from CIP1 up in Canada. They have one that, at least in the picture, looked like it's going to be right for this padded dash car. So need to probably go ahead and put a 12-volt battery in this car, finish hooking up a few kind of wires that aren't connected yet, replace that switch, or the switch may actually be okay, assuming the threads are the same. I may be able to just screw the knob from the other switch onto it. Either way, need to finish up this wiring, the 12-volt wiring, and then we'll probably go ahead and start the EV wiring at the same time, maybe in parallel with that. But yeah, the car is sitting probably about where I'm going to want it in front. It's going to come down a little bit when we add some weight up there, so we'll have to see how that is. Car's sitting pretty high in back now, but again, the electric motor itself, which is pretty heavy, although not as heavy as a VW gasoline motor, I don't believe, is going to add some weight back here. And then this big battery module back here is going to add some weight. So once we get the thing all loaded down front and rear and get some interior in it, at that point we'll start looking at making adjustments to the suspension. Front is super easy because it's adjustable. Back we'll have to pull the torsion bars and re-index them if needed. If we're lucky, maybe it'll just come out about right when we add some weight back there. I'm hoping it's going to end up about in the right spot. But yeah, major progress on this car today. Just getting the wheels and tires on. It took a while. Had to have them have them mounted, and then for those of you who have seen my tech tips before, you know that we like to essentially grind the paint and powder coat away from the seats of the lug nuts. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, please go and check out our tech tips. We have one on installing wheels and removing the powder coating and or paint from the seating surfaces of the lug nuts to be safe and make sure that you get a accurate torque and they don't work themselves loose. So I'll leave that at there, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, please go check out our tech tips and I explain it a little bit further there. So other than that, running some errands for the car today, getting some touch-up paint for it, a couple tiny scratches here and there, one on the back fender there that we kind of started working on, and then the license plate light housing itself had some little dents in it that we didn't notice when we sent it off for paint. So we need to fix those dents and then reshoot that. We're out of paint for the car, so I'm having some mixed up and using that license plate light housing for the color match. So we'll be able to do touch up on the car as needed here and there. So I think that is it for today, guys. Didn't accomplish a lot. The main thing is really putting the wheels and tires on and running errands for the car. So I'm going to cut this one a bit short and not bore you with running errands and running the business kind of stuff. But as far as the car is concerned, yeah, pretty much getting the wheels and tires on it today. And and one other thing I did was I went ahead and I filled the transmission with oil. So figured I might as well do that so we don't forget later. And yeah, that's it. But this thing is coming right along. Very happy. We should have the rear quarter windows and the rear window in it probably next week when the seals come in. We inadvertently did not get those when we ordered everything for the front windshield. So yeah, those will go in pretty soon. And we've got a few things we got to figure out on the gas pedal for the electric motor. Once we figure that out, then we'll probably go ahead and finish the carpet in here as well. And the seats are currently being worked on right now by a different shop that we use, seats and door panels and leather. So yeah, coming right along. I'm hoping to have this car done by maybe May, maybe sooner. We'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.